Now, exams and tests can be quite stressful. For some, it's so bad that no matter what you know, you just can't do well. Now, education specialist Thobo Khathola believes conventional teaching strategies is not doing enough. He's developed an innovative tutoring system. Let's find out more about this now. He joins me in studio, Lion Tutoring International's founder and CEO, Thobo Khathola. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us so early here on the South African morning. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me,
So
Abigail.
exam season can be quite stressful for students and also people who are still in school. You are saying that you've sort of revolutionized this area. Talk to us about how you've developed that.
All right, thank you so much for having me on the show.
My pleasure.
We've just observed that, education and learning has been the same for decades, and we've seen, with everything, technology has evolved, transport, all the systems that we have evolved, except for education. We still have the same desks set up the same way, the same one teacher taking care of, 30, if not 40 students. And it's just the same system of exams. It gives a lot of students pressure. So we've found a way that we can revolutionize it by having tutorial programs which are tailor-made to students' needs, and it can help them to actually perform better in their schooling.
And how specifically is it different from anything we've seen before? Because tutoring in itself is not a new concept. It's been there for decades. But how is this different?
Yeah, so what we do is we've actually invested a lot into technology, and we've put a lot of money into matching accurately students and tutors. So you'll find that, with most tutoring companies or most education centers, it's a one-size-fits-all. So it doesn't take time to understand the learner. If they have any learning disabilities like epilepsy, autism, or even just the learner's personality, I might be an energetic, bubbly person, and my tutor might be more reserved, and already that is a mismatch because the energy levels are not going to flow properly. So we actually put in a lot to make sure we match the right tutor with the right student. And now with AI, we don't have to do it manually. The student takes a test, the tutor takes a test, and it magically just, matches the right tutor to the right student.
Yeah. So when engaging with students and with tutors, what are some of the key issues that you've noticed coming to the forefront continuously? Are there some patterns that you are noticing when dealing with students and tutors, and also some of the challenges that students face when trying to prepare for tests or exams?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of pressure, firstly coming from the school and from the parents. Most of the time we've seen parents have expectations to what they want their children to study, and this is something that we always speak about, to say we would like a student to be able to map out their career looking at their strengths and weaknesses. So we have things like psychometric testing, we have programs that allow students and parents to really discover what the students' areas of strengths are, and sort of put more effort in those areas of strength. And in terms of tutors, same. We've seen that your younger tutors, obviously our tutors have teaching qualifications. They have their PGCEs, they have their bachelors, some even masters of education. But we've seen that the younger tutors are actually more on the ball than the older tutors. Yes, they actually put more effort. They actually reach out and bridge that gap because...
Why do you think that is? Is it because they can relate to the students on a more personal level, or what could be the reason for that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you say, on a personal level, but they're more like older brother. When you have that older brother, older sister
relationship
figure, they sort of come also as mentors. So there's sort of that, and sometimes even the parents, they would even ask the tutors to accompany them to school to collect the reports, even just for that emotional support. Sometimes we even attend the students' sporting events, rugby
beautiful.
games, tennis games. It's really
And let's
awesome.
expand on the importance of having that sort of support. I think a big part of feeling prepared and being able to prepare is also, your self-esteem, how confident you are feeling about yourself and being able to prepare. How important is motivation, boosting self-esteem and that sort of ideals?
Yeah, no, it's really, we've even seen with studies that have been conducted that students who are well motivated, they have a less likely dropout. This was a study done at the University of Pretoria, where I studied, and they actually just looked at students who are more motivated. Are they likely to drop out from the first year of studies? And motivation comes in different forms, even in terms of tutoring, even support. If a student is not performing as well as they should be, having a parent, engaging tutors, having a parent going the extra mile, even just accompanying the student, for report collection, those are factors that can actually improve and even reduce the likelihood of students dropping out.
Let's talk about parental support and support in the right way, because sometimes you want your child to maybe be a whiz when it comes to mathematics, but they're more inclined to the arts. What sort of tips do you have for parents when trying to navigate this process?
Myself being a parent, I normally would say to parents, let your child guide you. Of course, you can also guide your child into the careers which are more marketable, but let your child guide you, show you their strengths, show you their weaknesses, show you their areas of interest, because you don't want your child to just go for a career because you want it and then find out that maybe 3-4 years down the line it's not their strength. So I would say let parents, find out what the student is naturally inclined to perform better
Definitely. Well, thank you very much for joining us and sharing your insights, and congratulations on everything that you've achieved. I wish you all of the best. Really interesting conversation, and we thank you for your time.